something something circus.
Circus! Welcome to Farlands or Bust, November 24th, 2024. There's 1 month. 1 month till Christmas. Are you ready? Got a weird finger. The sky's the limit. Oh, only if you're going straight up. But if you're going west, it's much further than that. And then there's a different limit. And that's what we're trying to do here. We left off on the 19th at 72,050.96 megabytes. And if you're ready with your woofs, then I'm ready with my woofs. Woof! Wolfie's ready. I completely forgot where we left off. But yeah, let's secure the hidey hole. Grab that dog. And continue west. No, not that way, Wolfie. Continue west to the Farlands here. In Minecraft Beta 173. I heard zombies. Let us continue west indeed. Ooh, skeleton residue. Don't mind if I do. Yoink. Wolfie, let's do that. And then let's... Oh, that's not going to work. That's going to work. Oh, that was not as impressive as I was hoping. Thought the whole mountain would come down, but sometimes you gotta live with the results. So hi, hello, how are you? I'm okay. How are you? Do I need? I do not need. What's up? What's the haps? Long weekend coming up. Yeah, I know. We think we're going to do... I mean, we're already preparing to do... meatloaf for Thanksgiving. Because it's been forever. It's been a long time since I've had a meatloaf, and I enjoy a meatloaf. A gluten-free meatloaf. We'll do stuffing. Gotta make another pumpkin pie. Mashed potatoes, probably. Not go too overboard. Like last year we made a whole turkey. Like a whole small turkey. And that was interesting and fun, but a lot of work. For the two of us. What meat will you use? I mean, I think I bought pork. We're gonna probably just beef and pork. Or at least that's the recipe I found, was for just beef and pork. Ooh, look at that. Too bad it's all the way over there. Meatloaf stuffed turducken with a bacon wrap. The last time we made a meatloaf, it was of the girlfriend's design, and it was a meat tube. Like a meat meat roll up. What are those cakes called? That are like a spirally roll? A Swiss roll, yeah, a meat Swiss roll that had cheese inside of it. And it was good, but it wasn't a meatloaf to me. And the girlfriend is beside herself that I did not fall heads over heels into it. I would like a more traditional loaf of meat this time. It just wasn't as structurally sound, from what I remember. I like a good slice of meatloaf.
You have absolutely no idea how this game is played, do you? No.
M. Little Debbie Swiss rolls.
M. Little Debbie Swiss rolls. 37 months from Rulf. Thank you very much. Tub tub. Yoink. Sorry. Where did that go? Oh. Ketchup loaf? Ketchup loaf. And sloppy joes were interesting. I don't know what ketchup loaf is. But sloppy joes is good.
When I stroke the beard thusly, do I not appear more intellectual?
Lil Huitos. Thank you for 85 months in the subtub. Subtub. Oh, although I'm starting to think now. It doesn't explain the gift subs. But the regular subs, if they're multi-month subs, isn't there a discount? But still, I feel like the streamer's share used to be a fixed amount, even if it was like a sale or a promo. But then again, they did just change so that Twitch Prime isn't worth as much as a regular sub anymore, depending on what country it comes from. Sorry, I'm still on this. It was a meatloaf with ketchup baked on the top. Oh yeah, I mean that is kind of a normal thing for meatloaf. To have a layer of ketchup glaze on top. Yeah, that's just meatloaf. That's just your standard meatloaf. My mom, and what I would like to do, instead of the ketchup, bacon. You like make a blanket of bacon on top, and then the bacon bakes on top of the meatloaf. Cause yeah, I don't much care for. I mean, when I was little, I guess I ate meatloaf with ketchup, but I don't much care for ketchup on anything other than like fries or like a hamburger. Right? No, I'm not either. There's like variations where it could be like a barbecue sauce or like a brown sugar ketchup mixture. I can see pasta sauce being good. Kind of a giant meatball situation. Whoa. Meatloaf, beatloaf, double beatloaf. Well, yeah, it's usually breadcrumbs that you put in the meatloaf. Which I suppose you could use crackers in addition or in substitute. There's one recipe I found that said used potato flakes, like dried potato flakes, which seems like it would be good. But we have breadcrumbs, so we're just going to use that. I just remember when I was little, my mom would have me do the mixing. Because you have to mix it with your hands. So your like hands get super cold with all this cold meat and egg and mixture and ketchup. I use Ritz crackers. Those are pretty buttery. Those are called entertainment crackers when you buy the gluten-free variety, because they don't have the copyright to trademark of Ritz. These crackers are so entertaining. I myself am an entertainment cracker. Yeah. There's a lot of those on Twitch. Ah, jeez. So it was a big weekend for plumbing here in the household. Which is to say, I'm not a huge fan. But I guess we saved hundreds of dollars on hiring an actual plumber. And only one thing sort of kind of leaks in the end. I'd say that's a success. Whoa, whoa! Almost fell. we we have an ice tray under our kitchen sink we need to empty every 2 weeks. Not bad. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, we have an old, very old shower bathtub situation that has 3 knobs. But like, one for the hot, one for the cold, and then the one in the middle is to split it between the tub spout and then the shower. And that's never been great. But like the last couple months or so, it just like kept leaking after we shut it off, no matter how much you crank it down. And also, it wouldn't really, like, you switch it to the shower and like some water would still come out of the spout, the tub spout. We had the wise idea to replace those valves ourselves. Which is not easy because there's like, I don't know how many, 20 different brands and types of those valves. They go to the hardware store and it's like, this is compatible with this, this is compatible with this, and they all look slightly similar but slightly different. And then, of course, there was a, you take out the valve, and there's a, what was it called? It was called something. A seat. A valve seat. It's like a little metal cone that's in the inside of the pipe that you should also replace.
Where you came from was another dimension.
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 There he is. Mech tier 2 sub in the tub. Thank you very much for 97 months. Sub tub. So anyways, this little valve seat has a weird, like, square internal bit that requires a specific valve seat tool wrench. And you, despite looking all over the house for something similar that might work, nothing works. So you gotta go back to the hardware store and buy this $18 tool that you will only use this one time in your entire life. You get that thing out, and then the new one in. And then, like us, the hot and the cold valves worked great, but the shower valve was slightly different. We had to go back for the 3rd time to the hardware store with the valve we uninstalled, since the water has been off all day. At this point, it didn't matter. We'll look to see what they had that matched it. And we basically tore apart the entire, like, shelf of things, like, comparing, and this is in this one, and this thing, none of the shelves are arranged right, and we found the only one, the last one, that looked like ours. Finally got that in, and then it worked. Finally. Then at the same time, it's always like me to be like, I do this with the cars too, don't I? Where I'm like, I'm doing this job. I might as well do this job too. While we had the water off, I figured to switch the toilet flush valve. Was super old and it kind of like ran too long and whatever. I replaced that. But then the hose, the old hose, after I did the installation, was leaking. So the next day I had to go back to the hardware store to get a new toilet source. Hosts and nozzle. Which I fixed and worked, but now the actual shutoff valve is leaking. And I tried to fix it with new internals, but it's still leaking. I think it's the nut. There's like some packing nut on the outside that's all old, and the packing is not doing its thing, but they don't just sell those separately. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. We do have like a small Tupperware under it. It's not leaking a lot. It's like barely like a tablespoon of water, but it's still leaking. But the shower works and doesn't leak. So that's a win. Careful of a... Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to replace... I don't even know how it's attached. This old of a house, it's probably like welded or sweated on to the pipe. I don't want to go venturing about changing the shutoff valve. It's a real menagerie. Homeownership. Bamboo growing in snow? Bamboo? Yeah, I guess it shouldn't be. Because it's not next to water anymore. Unless that bit of water counts. Is this the starting of a haiku? Wolfie, where'd you get all that damage from? You see that? Oh, what a dingus. Well, that means he'll be easy to kill. He already took damage. Okay, honestly not any easier to kill. Continuing on. Anybody taking care of weird random projects around the house? I don't think that's the haiku format. Ooh. Cleaning up the aftermath of an 8-year-old's birthday party with 20 kids. Free sheep. He doesn't want to look at me. I want to get a picture of your face, you dang tree sheep. Oh, he's trying to leave the tree. Fine. There's somebody, I think in the block adjacent to ours, whose fire alarm has had a low battery and has been beeping literally since I moved here, like 5 years ago. It's like, I don't even know if anybody's living there anymore, honestly. It's just like constant. And I'm like, how do you live? How do the neighbors to that person live? Yeah, definitely live. Live? Definitely live. No, definitely years that's been happening. Abby's birthday is tomorrow. You know what that means. Change your smoke alarm batteries. That's the sign. I've assumed most people don't know what the chirp is, or they can't figure out where the chirp is coming from. I mean, this one, honestly, either they, like, keep their windows open all the time, or it's, like, in their garage. It sounds like it's outside. Like, maybe they got sick of it chirping, so they, like, threw it out in the alley. Or something. When your friend moved to America, they called the fire department when it was chirping? I think my fire alarm is predicting that there's about to be a fire. Well, no, I mean, this is a... These are houses we live near, so it's not like a apartment. You're a firefighter, and you have grown adults call you every day for stuff like that? It's an emergency. Doesn't like the switchboard control that stuff? Like, why are you, the fire department, answering those calls? I'm here to make your emergency services more efficient. Whoa, careful, Wolfie. $8.12? That's not the number. Excuse me, Wolfie. I'm trying to get past here. You dang... you dang boat blocker. What's wrong with you? Well, no wonder they're in trouble. They're calling 812. Do you at least get to go there, lights and sirens blazing? Cause a scene. Make way, somebody can't turn on their oven. Boink, boink. That's pretty crazy. It's lava. That's pretty crazy. There's a problem. Should not have come this way. Oh, careful, Wolfie. Oh, he's fine. So what else is new? He says, grasping at straws. Oh! That really wasn't that bad, I don't think. Have you ever been to the you mean Bob's Red Mill store in Portland? I did not know they had a store. I mean, I know they used to sell stuff online and then they stopped. And I was like, hey, what the heck? I buy stuff all the time from you. It's their original location? I mean, I do they have other locations? I mean, I've only ever found their stuff in like regular stores and stuff. What do they sell? Mills? No, they're like flowers. Various flowers. And milled grains. Where I get all my gluten-free baking necessities. And oatmeal. Look at all these wolves. That is a big wolf situation we got going on here. Can't even get them all in, well, now they're all behind this one tree. Huh. No, I mean, I had no idea that they even had a store open to the public. I thought for sure they're just mostly like a supplier, a manufacturer. Ooh. Now there's a thumbnail. Kind of weird. Ow! Oh, dang it. Aw, dang it. Half a heart. Oh, dang it, I fell again. You can get lunch and stuff. They have a bakery. I mean, do they have gluten-free stuff? Ah, Wolfie, stop pushing me. I mean, I presume they have the gluten-free flowers, but does the bakery have gluten-free stuff? Not that I'm particularly going to make a specific trip down to Portland for a sandwich. Yeah, I should get that half a heart back before I go boating, just in case. You went for their fall festival. I didn't hear about no fall festival, and I'm on the email list. I've been snubbed. Nope. Oh. Oh, jeez. I really beamed it up this time. That's one weird elevated hidey hole. Thank you, Wolfie. I appreciate that. And that. Thank you. No, that's great. Thanks. Breakfast with Santa. Gotta take Juno to see Santa. Yee. high. Please be careful. Wait for it. Oh, he was careful. All right. Don't your cats believe in Santa? Our cats don't believe in leaving the house. Same. About your cats or yourself? Tablespoons are evil? How do you measure if something calls for a tablespoon of this? How do you measure? How many teaspoons is in a tablespoon? We'll never know. It's a mystery that science has never discovered. With a measuring spoon? But isn't that what a tablespoon is? Are you talking about like a spoon you eat with? Like this? Like an eating spoon? Larger spoons are evil. Teaspoons are a superior spoon to eat with. I don't know what this is. I don't think this is a teaspoon. I think this is a normal spoon. There is no spoon. And then we have bigger spoons. I don't know how you could go with a smaller spoon than that. You got no shoveling capabilities. Spoon! Hey, that's what happens when we're desperate for topics and things to talk about. The girlfriend likes to eat salad with a spoon. Not gonna get that guy, Wolfie? Oh, like, yes I did. Whoa. Cake with a spoon? Get out of town. Cake spoon is good. Since it catches all the crumbs. But then on a plate, you got the leftover icing. And then you mash it into the back of your fork. And then mash all the crumbs with it. And then that's how you pick up all the crumbs. Obviously. The way the Lord intended. Ooh, excuse me. Look at all them yeller flowers. Spooky flowers. I use a flat spatula to stir pasta to scrape the bottom effectively. But not while you're cooking the pasta or boiling the pasta. You mean like when the pasta is in with the sauce. It's in the sauce. You can't boil with your electric stovetop? How do you cook pasta then? Doesn't pasta require boiling water? You're just soaking your pasta in lukewarm water? Oh. Sous vide your pasta. Spoiders? It just makes it very al dente. If I was a luchador, my name would be El Dente. Ah. I cracked myself up. That's all that matters. El dente translates to the dente. A lot of pigs and animals even this late in the segment. If you have a kettle, you should boil the water in a kettle and then add it. To your pot. So that you don't have to wait for it to boil from your slow countertop. You just gotta get one of them portable, you know, the induction hot plates. They go. That I was making the noise of the magnetic field switching very fast. True, and the motion, yes. Yeah, there's a reason why those spinning magnet stirrers are for mostly scientific purposes and chemical purposes and not for food. Ooh, excuse me. Acha. Bloop. Yoink. The single pumpkin. Sticks. Ooh, gotta go through here. Ooh, gotta squeeze through here. I did it. And I shall make the hidey hole. Oh, up there. If I can get back. Have a seat. No, sit. No, down. There we go. Take that, knight. Oh. Oh, that'll do. All right. Breathing holes. Oops, well, that works. Beds, beds, beds. What's? Safe around here? Seems like it. All right. Another segment in the bag. Let's go to sleep and back up the world. That's a lot of 4s and 2s and 1s. 72,124.41 megabytes. And on 11/24/24 of all things. If you rearrange the megabytes, it makes the date. Don't ask me. That it's the truth. Don't even check. Okay.